Right, good morning fish people. I'm Alan Norris from Fish on TV. It is Saturday the 27th of January. Right, you've probably guessed we're here. I've just arrived at Hallcroft Fishery for another golden rod qualifier. It's one that got cancelled. In fact, no, it's Woody's, and it did get cancelled and rearranged for today because of ice. You know the crack here at Hallcroft. It is very peggy indeed. End pegs are usually the areas to be. To give yourself like, I don't know, 80% chance of qualifying, I would have thought. It's not always, but at the moment the end pegs have been dominating. I think there was a qualifier from peg 102 which wasn't the end peg on moat, but I do know from coming here quite regular they can move up and down that area, so in that particular area they can be pretty much anywhere. But again, you'd sort of favour the end peg. You're definitely going to catch fish. It's just one of those things. So we are in the hands of the gods on the draw. But again, you just never know with fishing. They might just decide to swim somewhere else one of the days. But I think if I was a gambling man, I would edge my bets on end pegs again today. So I don't know if he's doing a rolling draw, but it's usually 8:30 the draw. I've got about 8 minutes to get there. The way that you can qualify for the golden rod final is to win your zone of 20. So there'll be 3 qualifiers today. There's 60 and it's spread between moat and bridge. So let's go pay my 20 quid pools. So if you're not on an end peg, you're fishing for your section. It's as simple as that. So I have my 20 quid ready. So let me get in there, get some pools paid, and we'll see where we get drawn and just hope for a end peg. See you guys at the draw. Oh, by the way, the final is at Larford Lakes. I keep forgetting to mention that. So we'll see Uncle Phil if he's turned up today, and we'll see where we get drawn. And the first person we say,
always
Alright,
love you. Mind it. You know, I need 10-3.
Edward. Right, Edward. In that, Edward Allen Norris. Oh, hang on.
Oh, that's all that
Squeeze back 42 bridge Hallcroft.
Oh, you hear me?
Bridge 42.
You hear me?
Thank you very much. Right, there you go. Peg 42. It's exactly where I didn't want to be, but you know, we might get 1 or 2 fish. But the end peg, it's blowing down, it's sheltered with the warmest down there. Peg 55, that's going to take some beating. Peg 106 where George was, that'll take some beating. There are 2 pegs on bridge. It's been -5 and stuff like that. But last few days it's warmed up a little bit. We might get 1 or 2 fish. I think the best we can do is probably just fish for a section, but listen, you just don't know with fishing. Again, if I had to have 50 quid to put on a peg to win it, it'd be peg 55. It certainly wouldn't be peg 42. Right, so let's get us gear, let's get to us peg. Well, you can only do your best. So we'll see what we can get dragged out of this lake. Be dead easy approach. It's just going to be a method and a little window feeder with bomb and bread, something like that. Not bomb, a little window feeder with bread on, or corn, or a bunch of maggots, something like that. Well, let's get down to us peg, let's get ready. We're starting at 3. So at 3, long time to wait, we're starting at 10, fishing 10 while 3. That's a shame because the fish tend to feed from about 3 onwards. So it's just not quite right today, is it, folks? Right, let's get to us peg. Right, all ready. Peg 42. So Andy Kinder over there, he's got all this here. Now yesterday I come for a little practice yesterday, loads of carp crashing about there yesterday. I wasn't fishing for carp yesterday, I was fishing for skimmers. The next peg along is where I had the record for the skimmers casting up towards the corner of the island where that bush is. Don't know this chap's name here. And then we've got another guy 2 pegs down here, and then there's about 4 pegs, and then Jeff is down at bottom here on peg 49. So he's challenged me to £1. So we've got £1 on that. Right, tactics. I've got 3 rods set up, and one's for bomb, well, not bomb and bread. I've got a little method on. I'm going to have a little search, but I'll probably start in the middle of the lake, try there for a while, move across, try there. If there's nothing there, we'll go across, and then we'll move out and go like that and move out. And then I've got method for a cross, which I've clipped up about 8 metres, 6 to 8 metres away from the fire bank, and I can search all across there as well. So it's dead simple really. Bait wise, I've got some micros with some mixed with yellows. I've got a little bit of ground bait if ever I decide to want to put a little pellet feeder on or something, or a little bit of ground bait in my micros. Got some corn. I'm just giving these maggots a breather, but a bunch of maggots can work really well as well. So different wafters and up changers, my count and my punch. These are for my punched bread. The bread's here. So dead simple. So here we go, rods wise. That's in case I want to put a little, if I want to chuck to the far bank with a little window feeder or something. That's the method for the far bank. And this is the 10-foot Superior just for the bread. And a little method I can change to a short method, anything like that. And that's Jeff, who I've got £1 on with. Oh, he's got his secret bait. So yeah, 2 12-foot SUV parabolics. I've left my 11-foot in the van. I've got that set up for tomorrow, but they'll do the job nicely enough. And that's the 10-foot Superior carbon active. Dead easy. Extremity reels and centris reel. So dead simple. What do I think? Well, I think it's been fishing difficult, so we may get a few fish. I just don't know. But that, the end peg in the corner there, chucking towards those reeds, all in the corner, all around this area, that is where the carp are. Or they've been there for weeks anyway, and on the other side. So that's what we're up against, folks. We're off in, let's have a look, about 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes. So I'll just get the camera set up and we'll see you guys during the match. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Right. Yeah, what time is it? 2.5 hours in. And I had a search around with the bomber bread and I did get one, but I was Phil Briscoe come talking to me. I forgot to press record. So I got one on bomber bread. It was a drop back bite. Thought it were a skimmer and it turned into a carp. Come in like a fairy to start with. Now I've started well short of the island and I've had no sign. I've had the odd little liner, but I've just thought, right, if I were a fish I'd go next to that bush if I were going to get anywhere near the island. So I'm about probably 1.5 meters off the bush over there, and I planned on having 3 casts with a little bit of bait on rather than the typical not putting much on the feeder, and then I'm going to leave it and go back on it. Because from this peg from memory last time, they did come a little bit later on. And this is like 2 minutes into the 3rd cast in the same spot and it's gone round. So it's worth another look. Because I was fancying going on corn 3/4 of the way across, because I did get a few liners there but didn't manage to get any fish. I noticed my mate Jeff, he's been catching in Midlet Lake, so it's just things that are crossing my mind as I'm fishing, because it seems quite difficult. And when I told Andy this morning, there was some fish in that area. He's doing really well, Andy. He's got about 6, I think, and a few skimmers as well. It feels like a decent fish, this, to be honest. So I'm miles behind Andy at the minute. I've seen the guy in the corner pig catching 1 or 2. Me and this guy to my right, struggling a little bit. So we're on the hybrid feeder, a little yellow wafter. You thought about it. You thought about it. Get his head up. We've got the little beauty. About the same size as the last one, 6 or 7 pounds. 7 pounds, I'll give him 6, 7 pounds. Hooked perfectly in the bottom lip. Tells me everything's working as it should. Right. There we go. Get in. Right, let's get back out there, eh? I might as well put a bit more bait on again. Just might as well. Look at that spray. See if we can get it in the same spot. Oh, a bit low, that. A little bit low. It went in alright, actually. I didn't think it was going to do, but it did. Don't want it too high because it drifts too much with this, with this bit of a cross breeze. That went a little bit too low for my liking. I wasn't quite sure if I'm going to hit the clip. But as you can see, the breeze gets up in it. If you get it too high, it moves miles too much. It wasn't too bad, but I just thought it might have been a little bit too low for my liking, but it got there okay and it landed in pretty much the same spot, so there we go. Right, so that's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. We're only on 12. I think Andy, we're into another one. I think Andy's got to have, I haven't seen how big all this fish will be. He's got to have 60 pound. Got to have. Doing well. 50 to 60. We still recording, yeah? I'll do talking to myself then. There we go. All set. Let's see if we can get another one, eh? You never know. You never know. I'm catching up to do. I need 5 quick uns. 5 quick uns about 8 to 10 pound. Well, that'll do the job. And a couple of skimmers. Looks like I've looked into another one. I think Andy Kinder's doing really well. He's got to have, I said 50 to 60, he said he got 50, so he's got to have 60 to 70 now. He's doing really well from there. I really did fancy his chance. He drew it, I told him. I need these tomorrow, not today. I want some carrots. Oops. These skimmers. When you carp fishing, you don't want skimmers smacking the bottom kisser. That's perfect. Bloody things. That's okay. Right. Another go. So I don't want too much bait going about. So there we go. Look. To the left of there. It's up a little bit. Let's get it back out. Oh, that's miles to wide. Still okay, still okay. Just drifted a yard or two, but to be fair, that's where my last skimmer come from, so. You don't always, at this time, you want it in exactly the same spot, not like summer. So I keep having a couple in the same spot and then come a little bit short. Just have a look round the peg, really. I had a look left and I've not had a bite left where there's no cover. Seems to be around them trees, and he's the same on the left. Just a little bit of cover. That's a skimmer bite. Oh, definitely a skimmer interest. Just drop back with that. So it could have been a liner or a skimmer. The bites have been, they're not exactly dragging your rod round. Even the carpet, they're not dragging the rod round. had a yard left, but I'm happy with that. Just leave the tip under the water to start until it settles. You can still see the tip. And there we go, back fishing. Yeah. I need some carps, folks, need some carps. Guy to my left, to my right's had one carp, one skimmer. Guy to my left just had a few skimmers. I think George, I think he's had one carp and a couple of little skimmers. I can do another carp to make sure my pound is safe. Good old George. Right, here we go. And the bites, even the carp of like skimmer type bites, they're just a right little, none of that dragging it around like they're doing in summer. Sure, if you're short, it'll just, I know they smash it straight around when it's short, but at distance like that, it's as if they pick it up and they just munching on about, they don't shoot off. Oh, that was a definite bite, that. There's skimmers having little nibbles. Right, Benny. King's in again. Why aren't they hooking themselves? That's what I can't understand. That definitely pulled round. Well, at least if I draw this peg tomorrow, I know there's some skimmers out there. Oh, damn it. Come on, the carps. Volley the skimmers out of the way. Don't like too much bait going in like that, but what can you do? What can you do? I've put some bait short. I'm not expecting any carp to turn up, but I've put some bait at about 8 metres, 6 to 8 metres. I've put some micros, a few micros and corn. And I put 4 feederfuls and some corn, capped off with a little bit of ground bait. I didn't want too many micros down there. See if something turns up just down here. You never know. We could have done with fishing while 3:30. I put that bait in at 1 o'clock. We finish at 3. I'll have a look at it about 2:15, something like that. Unless I start catching some carp out there. So there we go. Over and out. I think it's another skimmer. Can't seem to get all those skimmers. Kinder's praying for a carp. He's done really well at Andy. Jeff's just been having a battle with a tree down there. Oh dear. But yeah. There just don't seem to have been many carp this side of the island. They just seem to be on that point. Like I said, they were in that bay all day yesterday. Well, I wouldn't mind drawing around here for skimmers tomorrow, I'll tell you. Anywhere in this bay, methinks. I think this is quite a decent one as well. Yeah. It is. I had a few of these yesterday. You're 2.5, 3 pounders. Don't mind them, do we? Just ready for coming out as well. They're not bad. I hope I get a few of them tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can't see Jeff. It's sun really. I hope I've done him. Oh, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Owes me another quid. Oh, come on, the skimmers. I don't know. You've got to laugh at me. Ah, George. Right, let's get it back out there. Javelin. Good old George. I heard him swearing at a tree. I don't think it's going to answer him, is it, a tree? Oh, I hope that's not messed up all day, this microphone. I must have knocked it off when I went for a Jimmy Riddle. You should have still been able to hear me, I hope. Anyway, there's not long left. 2 minutes. Right. We'll see you guys at the weigh-in.
I'll do a bit of commentary if you want them.
19.2.
£19 2.
19.2.
Lee, fishery manager there, £19 2. £19 2.
Shut up, yo.
Well, you want it sideways?
Right, well, we are all weighed in. I've got £20 on my clicker for my efforts. I knew I couldn't win it from there. However, I did mention at the beginning of the video, pegs 55, the end pegs, and peg 6 for both in. I thought they'd be very difficult to beat. I don't know what peg 55 had. Peg 6 had £26 and peg 53's had £77, something like that. But at the beginning, when Andy drew his peg and told me where it was, I went, there's some carp around there, because they were all crashing yesterday when I was practicing for the silvers match. I said, I think you've got a right chance here, because he was end peg there as well, got a lot of room. He were a little bit iffy because it had not done well in a couple of previous matches, but they were there yesterday and he's taken full advantage. Andy Kinder has weighed 88 pounds and qualified for the golden rod final, so well done Andy Kinder. Yeah, everyone likes it, Andy Kinder. Good luck in the final, mate. So really chuffed for him, very well done indeed. We've all pretty much done the same kind of thing. I had a search about with the bread, I had a look on corn, I've had one carp on bread, bumped a couple of skimmers off on bread, but not really going anywhere. Then I've gone out on the method. Andy's gone on the method after about half an hour or so and never looked back. So I've gone on the method after about, I had a search about for about an hour in total. I just thought it would be different where I am, and it was the odd line of nothing to sort of say, there's a ball of fish there. And I've ended up pretty much going left and right along the bush, a little bit short, now and again a little bit tighter. That's pretty much what Andy's done. I've watched where he's been casting. Sometimes he's gone closer, sometimes he's come short, he's gone to the right a little bit. The guy on peg 26, which is next door to where I was practicing yesterday, he's packed up and gone home at 1:30, so then he's got loads of room, and he's done great. So, you know, you have got to be on a few fish, and I've had a few, don't get me wrong, quite happy with that. £19.12, so I got 20 on my clicker, took a pound off our George, Jeff Wiseman, again, so get in. Thoroughly enjoyed it, good crack with the lads today. I just knew, I've come here too many times, you just know where you need to be roughly. I called that peg for Andy. If them carp were still there, I said you've definitely got a chance, but he knew we were going to be up against the other two end pegs that have not performed. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And that is the end of that goldenrod qualifier at Hallcroft Fisheries. I've got another one. I might see if I can get one for, say, Marson Fields or Larford. We'll see. We've got a lot of fishing to do this year. We'll see where we are, see what else I can get entered on, and see if I can get qualified for that final. But it ain't easy, folks. It ain't easy. You are relying on a decent draw most of the times at this time of year, and if you don't get that draw to give yourself a chance, you can be struggling a little bit. So that's a bit of a one-off, I think, there for Andy. He's done great, so chuff for him. Right, that's the end of that goldenrod, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video. A little insight to difficult winter fishing, but there's still a few bites and a few fish to be had. And to be fair, it's getting mild. It's going to be about 13 or 14 degrees tomorrow. There are definitely some skimmers and bream in that bowl. I would be over the moon if I drew in that area. It doesn't mean you're going to definitely catch loads of them, but you've got a chance. I'd certainly be backing myself to catch more than £5, which was my previous round. And anything can happen from there. A decent weight's definitely on the cards, I think, but we shall see tomorrow and see where David gets us drawn. So there we go. Don't forget, it is absolutely free to subscribe to this channel. Can't believe it, freebie. And if you click the notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, folks, we shall see you on the bank again at Hallcroft Fishery in the Feeder Master Winter Pairs with our kid, David Wood. Hollywood, David Wood, Hollywood, Hollywood. There we go. Right, over and out. Don't forget, fish on, and we'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloo.